I mean, both games have been pretty intense. It's a lot different than college hockey, the playoffs here. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get settled into it as well and do the best, do everything I can to help the team win. So.
Well, certainly that game one going to double overtime, and you get a little bit of everything, the physical play, all the extracurriculars after the whistle, the jabbing, the jousting, and I'm sure the verbal battles as well. And then you get a wild power play session, and then, of course, the overtime winner. But certainly fatigue had to play a factor, which I know is pretty eye-opening coming from a college game.
Yeah, especially playing in the south here in Charleston. It's pretty humid out there, so you just got to make sure you stay hydrated. But the physical aspect of the game and the chirping after the whistle kind of keeps me into it, so I enjoy it.
And it seemed like that was kind of how to establish the series, was those first couple of periods. And you saw a little bit in game number 2 of just guys. You only saw Reading 3 times during the regular season, so you want to kind of establish yourself and your personal presence early on. I mean, how does that play out as the series kind of drags along and now it's moving to their building?
I think as each game comes and passes, it gets worse and worse. Guys start hitting each other a little more. Yeah, I think the rest of the series will be pretty intense, and I'm looking forward to it. So.
Now for the Reading Royals, it seems like their MO in terms of getting off to a good start was just playing very physical, and that's where all the hitting comes from, all the plays after the whistle, and it seemed like they were able to build some confidence off of that, especially in game number 2 and period 1. But it seemed like once you got back to your style of hockey, that grind-out style, the forcing turnovers, capitalizing on mistakes, things started to turn around for the Stingrays, especially in the second and third periods. Unfortunately, you didn't get the comeback win, so the series is now tied. What needs to happen moving forward to get off to that great start like what we saw in the second and third?
Yeah, we came out pretty flat in the first period there, and like you said, we kind of took over the last 2 periods. I don't know, we just got to be prepared to come out and establish our game and do what we do best and what makes us successful in the first period, and I think we'll be fine.
And it seemed like what we saw in that second, third period of game 2 was really what we saw towards the tail end of the regular season, just the comeback kids that have been the South Carolina Stingrays. But to have that experience and to have that experience in the regular season as well, even going down a goal, 2 goals, even 3 goals at one point, had to be not a welcoming experience, obviously, because you don't want to say that you're familiar with it and you're okay with it, but at the same time, you're pulling from scenarios that you've experienced before.
Yeah, like you said, we've done it a few times in the past, so it's kind of nice knowing that our group can come back, and we have the guys that can make big plays and turn games around, and yeah, I think the past experience just helps our team overall. So.
Now you're leaving the North Charleston Coliseum. You're going to go up to Santander Arena in Reading for games 3, 4, and 5 on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. What are you anticipating moving to the series there? Any minor tweaks, major tweaks, anything happening for the Stingrays to expect, especially in game 3?
No, nothing major. Just like we talked about earlier, just being ready for the first period. Just mentally prepared, get ourselves into it on everybody's first shift of the game, and yeah, I think we'll be fine. So.